Hi friends, good morning. Welcome to our next tutorial on Flutter. So in this Flutter, this today will concentrate on how to organize the Flutter code. It means last time we added this code, it's working fine, everything fine. But in this there are some confusions, some are there like this. So how to organize those in the easiest way, and what are the Flutter standard coding standards that we can able to check here now. In simply this tutorial we can say how to organize your code. So how this we can see here. In this organized here, in our Flutter there is a widget called stateless widgets. So now we can able to add that stateless widgets using some class. Then we can able to check this proper output, how this will happen. This. So then we can compare this last time and this time code is the same or not. So now what I'll do is first I'm creating here one class. First I'm creating here one class. That class name is I'm taking this my my app or my Flutter app. So this extends with stateless widgets. So here in this one of the widget that is stateless widget means in that itself is this, it's a stateless widgets. So that for that we can only create the states for that. So it's a stateless widgets, we can only create the states for that. So class extends stateless widgets. Okay, this you need to write outside of this. So here we are writing this stateless widgets. So if it is in a stateless widgets, what we can do is here by clicking the alt enter, we can create this missing override. So it has some override method that is widget build throws context. So that we added here. Now once this we added here, now what we will do is we need to cut the some part of the code from the above, that we can how to paste in our this. But what point of code we can cut from there and we can paste here. See that we can able to see here now. So in this there are multiple things are there. One is a material app, home, there is a scaffolder, then app bar, body, for the body colors and all, and styles. So lot of things are there. So in this lot of things now we can cut the body part, that is from material to material close. So I'm cutting this code from material to this is up to this material. Just I cutted this material code and I'm pasting in this here. So that is from material app to material app, we took this code. Then here just I'm removing this rows here, I'm writing the return. So in this return I pasted that. Then this is the end of statement, you can maintain as a semicolon. So this is what we have now. Here wherever we copied this void main, sorry, here we need to paste this entire entire material we can paste there. Entire material app we can paste here. This return. So I pasted the return, then it's a semicolon. So once this semicolon is happened here, now if you want to call this here, we need to call this in here. So how we need to call this here? Run app here within this we need to call this new, what is that, my app. So that I'm calling in this. So if I call this, now we can able to see this, any output changes is happened or not. Just I'm running this. So with this, there is no change, but this is the way where we need to organize our code. Means if I write a single place every code, it's a lot of confusions. Because of that, just we are splitting that into multiple places. So that place is nothing but here this. So after that, in this some more change also there that we can able to see here. First, we can able to check this output. Is there any difference between the last last program and this program? Means just we created only the one title text is here this that we can able to see here now. See here, still it's running. Once it's run, we can able to see here this output. Still it's running. So it's taking too much of time to run. So after this, again here sometimes we may handle this multiple classes. So how to add this multiple classes also? Now I'll show you that also. Means here in a, we may not write all code in a single file. So we'll write this code into the different classes because to maintain is easy. So that how we need to organize. In this in this itself we can see from next tutorial onwards directly I can write without that explanation directly I'll write the code on that places. Yeah, it's installing. So this is the output of this. There is no change in this. Now here we can, this is the debug mode. Even we can remove this debug icon also from here because it's not looking good if it is showing debug mode. So even though that we can adjust, but here what happens here, this means whenever this void main method is executed, that is calling this new run app, that is my app, this it is calling. So in this automatically first stateless widgets, then widget, then here material icon, title, and all this way it call automatically one by one this. So that is the same way, but instead of writing here entire code like a little bit confusions and all, this we are doing here in this. Also here I want to reduce, I want to first remove this debug code. If you want to remove this debug code, here what I am doing here is, here I am writing one line here, that is here debug show checker banner false. So now I am running this here. What happens here? If we write like this line, it could not says this debugger code. Means it should not say that debug icon should not be there. That can be hide. This it cannot shows debug mode. Now it should be in a development mode. Means must and should this debug show check mode banner must and should you need to write each and every application. So that is mandatory for each and every application. So after this, now we can reduce the above this braces and all. Also how to reduce that code also we can able to see now here. Wait, once it is run, we can able to see this debug code is there or not. Then we can go for that. See here, it's running. We can able to find this. Yeah, it's installing. See here, it installed. Now see, there is no debug mode. So this is how to remove the debug code. Then now what we will do is, now I want to reduce this above braces. This I want to hide these two. So if I want to hide, I am removing this brace as well as this brace. Then what I'll do is here this like this. I can write only this brace. So here what happens now? It can be just reducing code, means whenever this method invokes, automatically it can call this, means just you can replace with two curly braces with equal line greater than symbol. Easily it can be called that method. So that is from the advantage of Dart language. So that is the Dart language syntax. So that language syntax we are using here this. So this can be, here it's reduced that one. So here now we can able to see this output. Then we can go with the next step, means here after this we can able to see how to maintain the two different classes in our this. So that we can able to see here. So for that, here it's required this project structure. In this project structure, so there are library folder. So in this library folder there are directly main dot file is there. See it now, you can see output. In this output there is no change. Okay, now here we want to create one more file. So how to create one more file? So if you want to create one more file here, first you should create one package. So how to create that package here? So that we can create here first package. So if you want to create a package, here you can click on library, means here only one file is there, that is in a library. Here you can click on this folder here, right click here. So there is option called package. So there is option called package. So you should give something. So I'm giving this com dot first. Just I'm giving this package name as com dot first. So once this package has created, in this here again you need to create one new class. So dot file, you can create here one new dot file. So the dot file name called first test. Just we are testing here, so I am creating this first test. So here one new file is created here, that is first test. So now whenever this file has created, it's empty. First you need to import the Flutter package into this. So that is import. So what package we need to import here? So that is package. So package Flutter, that is material dot. So Flutter material dot. This package you need to import in this. So once you import this package, then we need to write here one our class which extends stateless switches. So I'm creating here class, that is already we have this first above that first test extends this extends as stateless widget. So just I'm adding this here, it extends as a stateless widgets, then semicolon for this. So here we need to create missing, so that missing has created here now this. So like this we'll write this. So this is the same way what we created their state widgets, that is this. So now here I'm removing these two. Here just I'm writing this return. So what should I return here? Now in this return, whatever we have in this body, that complete body I'm removing from here, this body. This means this material up to this material, this up to this I'm cutting from here. Then in a return type I'm pasting this body here. So this is semicolon, you can give this semicolon. Then when this is done, here we need to call this here, this side. So this first, so just copy this, and here you can give this return type as that. So just we can give the return type of that. So once you can give this return type of this, it is showing this error. So what is that error? We need to import that package as well here. So import, so that is, what is that package, slash com dot first, so slash, what is a file name, that is first test dot. This we need to import. So now this is done. So now here I'm able to run this, means output is the same, but organizing the code is like this, we need to organize. So in our next tutorial onwards also, we are organizing the code in a same pattern. I won't explain this again, this how we are organizing this code, but this is the way only we are organizing. These all are the ways to reduce our code in Flutter. See here, now I'm running this, so we can able to see this output. So still it's running. Once it's run, we can able to see this output, and we'll get this code as well as a GitHub link in a description. Please go through description as well. So it's taking a little bit time to start this. Oh, it's taking too much of time to run. Wait. See, it's run. There is no difference in this, but it should be this. Thank you. Please subscribe to get more updates. Thank you.